You want to change narcissists forever. To this, 100% it works. You have the power to enact a significant transformation in the narcissist's life with just one action. You have complete control over the situation, and it is up to you to change things. I want you to understand that you are capable of doing this. It might not be as challenging as it first appears, especially if you have the required tools and knowledge. By observing this clip, you can learn how to make a lasting impact on the narcissist's behavior. I'm happy to see you again, and I genuinely hope things are going well for you. In this video, I want to primarily focus on how this particular outcome can influence the narcissist's behavior towards you. It is crucial for me to make it clear that I'm not supporting reconciliation or continuing a relationship with a narcissist, as we are all aware of the drawbacks of such situations. Having made the deliberate and correct decision to end your relationship with a narcissist, the focus now shifts to what lies ahead. Let's talk about what you can do to make the narcissist's attitude toward you change. It's critical to realize that neither you nor anyone else can change a narcissist. I'm not optimistic that even professional help can transform a narcissist. You have the power to bring about change in your life if you so choose. However, a narcissist, as I always emphasize, is not inclined to change because they never face consequences. So, why would they alter their behavior? I understand the thoughts running through your mind right now, questioning how one can bring about a transformation in a narcissist. The key concept to consider here is the exchange of energies. Think about how you feel when you are no longer associated with a narcissist and have chosen to end the relationship because it is no longer advantageous. Take note of how it affects you. Leaving someone or something when you feel a magnetic pull towards them is incredibly challenging due to the dynamics of betrayal and trauma bonds in such relationships. It's natural to constantly think about them, to dwell on their presence in your mind. You feel the need to tell someone about your bad experience after going through it. When you have something to say, you immediately think of that individual if you had a deep relationship or connection with them. You've grown really emotionally attached to this person, so it seems logical that you want to tell them in person. But it becomes evident that the pain you have experienced is their fault, not yours. It's not advisable to go and tell them now. You thus discover yourself in a lonesome place, divided between opposing feelings of love and hate. This conflict arises because you don't want to continue loving or resenting them. Consider the energy you release during these moments. Notice how you feel and the vibes you project into the world. This situation feels anything but uplifting. You feel less in control and less empowered as a result of it. You are losing command over the situation, yourself, and your emotions. Moreover, as I may have mentioned in previous videos, if you consistently have that person in your thoughts, it emits a certain type of energy. You find yourself constantly contemplating and wondering about them, and as a result, this vital energy is continuously being dispersed. Unfortunately, the recipient of this energy is the narcissist, and it pleases them because it signals on an energetic level that you are still preoccupied with them. You continue to supply them with the life force they thrive on. They are delighted that you are considering them since it makes them feel significant. They then begin to think of you, creating a continuous cycle where your energies are pulled in opposing directions. This is what strengthens the connection forged through the traumatic experience. You could want to get in touch with them, hear from them, or interact in some other way. But you can't help but feel that something is off. But this is not truly who you are. You must figure out a way to leave this behind and move on. Let's take a fresh perspective and shift your thinking away from focusing solely on energy and how you've processed it thus far. What if you reclaimed some of your power and took a break from worrying about them? How would it feel to stop placing all the blame on them and rejecting the belief that they are solely in control, the ones who abandoned you, and responsible for everything that went wrong? You need to realize you are not a victim. If you keep believing that about yourself, it will be hard to change your mindset. The reality is that this person's energy and frequency are no longer compatible with yours, leading to their departure. Their goal was to control you and force you to fulfill their demands. The narcissist resorts to tactics like silent treatment, gaslighting, and launching smear campaigns when you no longer respond as expected. This is because you consciously chose to cut relations with them and refused to bow to their demands. You've made the decision to stop participating in their damaging actions deep down. The narcissist is aware of this realization and recognizes that you have moved on from them. Consequently, they might seek to punish you for your independence and refusal to engage in the relationship further. This is precisely why they choose to ignore, devalue, and discard you. By stepping aside and acknowledging your own agency, you have communicated to yourself and to them that you no longer wish to be in a relationship. I sincerely hope that you will not be subjected to their retaliation. However, let's focus on the main point here. Your subconscious has made a decision that participating in their behavior is neither kind nor right. The narcissist recognizes this shift in your behavior. Their usual tactics and treatment no longer have the desired effect on you. You are no longer engaging in their manipulations because you see them for who they truly are. In response, the narcissist perceives your actions as a form of abandonment, which triggers genuine feelings of embarrassment, panic, and remorse for them. Once triggered, they will seek revenge due to perceiving you as a threat. They interpret your distancing as an attempt to harm them, and as a result, they will retaliate with aggression. They will again place blame on you for their actions. This is why there is a change in their behavior later on. They punish you by completely ignoring you, going out of their way to do so. Their need to defend themselves against harm they feel is motivated by their own vulnerabilities. Meanwhile, you may interpret the actions of this person as abandonment, triggering painful memories of past rejections. Because you no longer feel exceptional in any manner, it might cause emotions of loneliness, lack of affection, and self-doubt. It's evident that both of you are provoking each other, and it becomes difficult to see how this relationship can endure. It seems that you are both fueling each other's anger. The narcissist consequently begins to back off, which could make you anxious and make you want to run after them. But when you stand back and look at the situation with objectivity, you can see that the narcissist is acting this way because you didn't live up to their expectations. They withdraw because they are attempting to regain power and control over you. You have the ability to take control of the circumstance. What are you really missing out on in this dynamic? Why even bother continuing with it? Has it not caused you distress, sadness, isolation, and a sense of unworthiness? Is that something you truly want to pursue? These worries are unrelated to the current situation. You have assumed control. You are not the victim. Because of your "I don't want to do this anymore" decision, the narcissist has packed up and left. You've consciously decided to take this route after deciding that you no longer want to indulge in this detrimental activity, so to speak. Because of this, it's critical to remember that, despite your current regret and belief that "I should have stayed," you took the decision to put your well-being first. I could have potentially made this plan work, but it's essential to recognize that a relationship with a narcissist is destined to fail. They possess mood instability, lack self-awareness of their emotions, only seek their own desires, and can be toxic. This dynamic does not revolve around your needs or preferences. It's entirely centered around them. However, the entire dynamic shifts once you understand that their behavior stems from their ego and childish mindset, as they feel denied of something they desire. This realization completely changes the energy between you and the narcissist. If someone is pursuing you, it's likely because they want something from you. Once you grasp this, you come to realize that the power has always been in your hands. Despite their feelings of betrayal, you have not actually betrayed them. Finally, you admit to yourself, "I don't want to continue this because it is hurting me." Choosing to prioritize yourself becomes a deliberate and empowering act. You shed the victim mentality and reclaim your power. With this newfound clarity, you can see the narcissist's treatment towards you for what it truly is. They may begin to treat you differently, possibly even seeking a closer connection with you due to sensing a change in your energy or power. However, it's important to acknowledge that their attempted contact can be seen as a greater threat to them, leading to harsher punishment on their part. Their behavior is once again a manifestation of their immaturity and inability to handle unmet desires. By aligning with your own vibration and frequency, you assert your autonomy. You've made a decision that you can no longer tolerate this situation. It's a definitive conclusion. As you free yourself from the victim mindset, you start to detach from the trauma connection. You no longer depend on others to satisfy your needs. You recognize that fulfillment comes from within. This newfound perspective propels you towards a better place and empowers you to progress towards your goals. However, the outcome now shifts in favor of the narcissist. Does this reasoning make sense to you? How does this energy shift operate? Simply put, it benefits you. Narcissists manipulate you into believing that you want something from them when it has nothing to do with you. They pursue you for their own reasons, seeking your time, effort, sympathy, and tolerance. But without your engagement, they crumble under the pressure. This becomes their breaking point. So, my friends, I hope this video has provided value to you. May it offer you a fresh perspective on the situation. Remember, you possess more influence than you tend to acknowledge. If you find yourself facing a similar situation, unavailable for private sessions, please refer to the information in the description box below. Enjoy the next video, and thank you for your time. Farewell.